there are three 3-0 teams in the NBA, okay, right now, as we record this. The Boston Celtics, the Portland Trailblazers, and, of course, the supposedly tanking Utah Jazz. Now, this is wild because we're getting pretty significant fantasy contributions from Jordan Clarkson and Kelly Olynyk. Mike Conley, who we had completely written off, I think, is fantasy relevant. Jared Vanderbilt and Lauri Markkanen, we were worried they were going to wreck each other at one point. Both getting their numbers. So, Raph, I mean, big picture, we'll dive into some of the specific numbers as we go through this, but big picture, what do we do if we drafted or added one or more of these Utah guys who are, let's be honest, thriving?
If you got Markman or Vanderbilt, you're loving life right now.
Yeah.
I think Conley, I'd be a bit more cautious. They play 4 games this week with the back-to-back at the end of it. Given his experience, to put it kindly, who's to say he doesn't sit in one of those games? And you have Colin Sexton, you got Taylor Horton-Tucker, you got Malik Beasley in there too. So I think he's the one I would be concerned about, even with the good start to the season for him personally. But Markkanen looks like a guy who could be like a most improved player candidate based on how he's played, especially offensively. Vanderbilt's been a beast on the glass and defensively. So you got to love those guys. Clarkson, I guess that he's starting, it's an opportunity to do something else, but I'm more sold on the bigs than anyone else.
Yeah, I don't have too much more to add there. I think if you drafted Markkinen, man, you're just enjoying every moment right now. But otherwise, Colin Sexton, he's a guy that I took in like the 6th, 7th, 8th round in some places, and a guy that I was super confident about was going to have a great season. He's still a guy that I think you should hold on to. He's not somebody that I'm dropping. I know I've seen some people say, oh, we're going to drop Sexton after a week. It's too early for that. He got paid too much money for that. I think things will come along, but I mean, you've got to be worried. He played 19 minutes in an overtime game yesterday. That's a bit concerning.
Yeah, Sexton is not going to make our "Should I drop this guy" segment coming up. Just for the record, he's not on that. He's not in that conversation. But just quickly highlighting a few of these numbers. Markkanen, you know, we talk all the time about who can we find outside of the first round who might make the leap into the first round. Of course, the answer to that was Lauri Markkanen, as we all knew, right? 24 points per game, 10 boards, 4 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.7 blocks, 2.3 3-pointers. I mean, it's only 3 games. Will it hold up? I mean, probably these numbers won't, but this is a guy who had flirted with, you know, early round fantasy value for stretches before. So I think, yeah, you hit a home run with this pick for as long as he's on the floor. Conley averaging 10.7 points, 9 dimes, 1.3 steals, 2.0 threes. I don't think you're going to get anything for him in a trade in fantasy. So, I mean, I think you just have to hold on for a while and see how long this can go. Clarkson, 19 points per game, 5.7 assists, 3.7 3-pointers, playing a ton of minutes for this team. I mean, maybe they're showcasing him for a trade. That's kind of what we keep saying about the Jazz, right? But at what point, we're not there yet, but at what point do we say, wait a second, maybe this team is just going to try to win? It almost feels silly to say that. I feel silly saying it, but I have to say it.
I think they're going to continue to try to at least compete, you know, because I think when we think about tanking, a lot of us get caught up in sitting your good players and not actively trying to win. I think they're still going to try to compete because they're trying to rebuild a culture too. You know, you lose 2 powerful figures like Mitchell and Gobert. It's not just about the talent on the court. You've got to rebuild everything. So I think outright tanking and sabotaging yourself wouldn't be the best move for that franchise.
Right. And by the way, one more name to mention, Kelly Olynyk, 16.3 points, 3.0 assists, 1.7 steals, 3.0 3-pointers. I mean, it's not Houston Kelly Olynyk just yet, but it is something. I think back-to-back 20-point games after the clunker of an opener. I mean, a week from now, we could be sitting here talking about Kelly Olynyk as, man, I hope they keep this guy on the floor because he is dominating. Like he's got the fantasy skill set in the right situation to be great. We've seen it. So I think you got to be feeling pretty good if you drafted him as well. This is weird. Anyways, I feel weird about the fact that we just talked about maybe the Jazz will keep trying to win because we were so sure they were going to tank. Let's check back in a week. Let's just put a pin in that for now. It's a hilarious, strange storyline. And by the way, haven't even mentioned Walker Kessler, who's getting it done off the bench and is fantasy relevant as well, even in a limited minute role.